On a recent visit to the Crocker Art Museum in Sacramento, the kids and I really had a good time going through the modern contemporary area, and in particular, a piece that was done by a guy I knew and adored, Mel Ramos, came to light for the first time. I had never actually seen it. It's called The Atom from 1962, and it's one of Ramos's interpretations of a comic book character in the context of a museum setting. And he famously did this also with pinups, but I think it is more telling with comic books, largely because of what we were seeing Lichtenstein do with comic books, typically not superhero comics. We also had Warhol doing some stuff like the Batman logo, for example. But it's really clear with this one that it is about the character as opposed to the setting, as it were, or the form. Mel Ramos is saying that comic book characters, and in his other work, pinups, and there was a wonderful pinup at the Crocker as well from Ramos, is as worthy of being a subject for a painter as it is for use in comics. Whereas both Warhol and Lichtenstein are decontextualizing them from the areas within the comics that they are and putting them in a gallery situation by including the entire scene. Now, this may or may not be an exact pull from a panel that featured the atom. It's got the atom about to be eaten by a Venus flytrap, which is a really cool image. But whether or not it is, it's completely decontextualized. There are no Ben-Day dots. There's no sort of de-screening or anything. It is just the character and the setting. And in that way, I think this is more closely related to classical portraiture than it is to, any sort of pop cultural introduction. I think all he is saying, and very funny because I love the Atom. Atom's one of my favorite comic characters, but I think what he's saying is we as artists can approach any area within the culture, be it popular culture, high culture, if you want to say that, anything, and it is still a legitimate target for a portrait. And I love that. I love this piece.